Roronoa Zoro. Row your boat. Roronoa. Roronoa. That's the hardest word to say. I feel like the anime cheats with Rorona Zoro. Roronoa Zoro. In the flesh, we have a second version. Nobody's more shocked than Zoro himself to get a second version of the figure. Is this going to be better? Is it better than Ace? Ace has the current high watermark. Let's just dig right into it. He's got some crazy butterfly joints going on. Like right away, you're doing like a crazy amount of crossover. Now, the shoulder joints, are they overcomplicated? Check. Are they weird looking? Check. But are they also surprisingly different than any other shoulder joint that I can recall SH Figuarts doing? Also, check. Like, like I, the shoulder joint guy, he must get paid by new designs. Like they only pay him if he does something new. So every figure he just comes up with something new. They're always striving. So it's like, I mean, the range is fantastic, but you're just doing weird shit. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that, but it's good. Like in terms of articulation, it's good. You're getting like a full Townsend, but it's fucking weird because there's just too much shit going on. But I like it. Like they made it work good. You have the bicep cut. You have his little bandana there, which actually comes off really nice and easy, which is nice. I don't like when you have to pop the arm apart to do the bandana because SH Figuarts joints, the more you pop them, like they're just the worse they get. You do have double jointed elbows there, standard wristy do. Let's get those arms out of the way. Look at the crunch on this baby. Ooh, you got the chest pop. What's a Zoro if he doesn't pop apart? So that's not bad. Pretty good crunch. It's a Zoro thing, and then there's like a twist there, and then like a twist there below. The legs, kicking forward good, kicking back. He's got like a very rigid booty going on. To the side, he's got the thigh cut, single jointed knees, but they're pretty good. You're getting a lot of like range out of them. I don't know. I think double jointed elbows are more important to have than double jointed knees, frankly. And then he has the boot cut. Then he has the standard feety doos with the toe cut. So that's pretty solid. So right off the bat, this is a perfectly fine Zoro to maybe a freaking great Zoro. And lest we forget, this is the raid on Onigashima Zoro, who's just outraged at a new upstart Zoro. You can see I have the cloth goods cape on him, because as he stands, you can't move this guy at all without him popping apart, because the way the plastic cape works, though they really mess it up, is like it jams the peg so much that you can't move him without him like popping apart. So, and he's got the cloth sash. So this, when you do this to the figure, it makes it really fantastic, and you can get a lot of range out of there. But it looks like actually like the legs are essentially the same, like if we're looking at it, so maybe, I guess the legs were never the problem with Zoro. It was always the waist. So this guy, I don't know. You can't go wrong with a good freaking Roronoa Zoro. Canonically, they should give everyone big flat feet to make them stand easier. So this Zoro is just a clear freaking improvement, right? So let's check out the box. The box, a beautiful display box. This is kind of like as small as it gets with their boxes. I like when they keep it compact. I like they're sticking with the style, everything, the green, the poses you're going on. They do print the instructions on the inside, so not too crazy. The hands, sword in the mouth, the sheaths and all like that. So, and then there's nothing on the other side. I lied. I lied immediately. They're telling you about to move the bandana, do the little head swaps, and all that. So, the One Piece line matters, so they printed it instead of doing like an insert, like with Don, because Don's like a fake scrub anime. I actually love Don. I've been reading it lately, and it's so freaking good. So you get the swords. You get this set of swords, which is purely for display, right? And I like they did this. They peg in super nice and easy. Look at that. You know, when you're doing, he's got to do, you have like a whole bevy of hands. So what do we get the hands? You get the freaking like open hands. You get beep. I'm flicking the sword out of the sheath hands. And you get the grabby hands. For faces, you get a cone head face, which is obviously you're going to swap that into the bandana for a different look. You get the angry face, which is a good one. You get the laughy face, which is also just like a gorgeous face. You get Luffy, who we've had over here just waiting for a face. So we put this face plate on. Jesus Christ. So you have that there. We have Zoro. What I was gonna do is nice easy hand swap. I wanted to do like the old resting my hand on the sword pose. So that's pretty. This Zoro is freaking incredible. The other question folks are gonna ask: did I pull out the wrong goddamn head? I probably did, huh? I have extra Zoro. Where did I put it? I guess we just have a fucking head right here. Like, are the faces swappable with the other Zoro? So you can see here, like this Onigashima face, it just they're doing like the down thing. It does appear like it's all the same peg system. So that is super cool. They're doing some, swappability. SH Figuarts, they could easily screw you on the faces. They often do with different things. But it does look as though fully swappable with the Radon Onigashima faces. So you can see here, here's one where he's lost that eye. No, that's his own. Hold on, this is the Radon Onigashima head. It's going to be the same though. Like we've just established that, right? But I don't know, I'm just so overwhelmed. What do you do? I don't even know how to handle a Zoro that's not kind of shitty. So let's pop this off. Right. So and different hair color though. So this is the more teal, and this is a more like greeny green on that one. But so here's you know what I just realized is nice. So you don't have to worry about the faces. Old Zoro loses the eye. We still don't know why he lost that eye. What's going on with the eyeball? But yeah, you can totally give him kind of a Onigashima eyeball on the head. So fully swappable heads. Really great. Thank you, SH Figuarts. So the hat comes off, right? So, and that's what this is swappable. So this is the Onigashima hat. Actually, this one's the Onigashima head. You can see here, I'm trying to pull like the hat off of it, but it's like really stuck in there. I don't know if it's supposed to come off or if this was just like a head. So I don't know if you could swap this part, but maybe you can. Maybe this one's not meant to come out. Okay, whatever. I guess it don't matter. It would be cool. But so this one, you just plop that on there. Plop that on there. And that's how you're getting the classic. Each of the swords. No. Does he only ever put the white sword in his mouth, I guess? Is that the lore? Only the white one has the teeth hole. And so you can see like that. Okay. So yeah, the sword in the mouth thing you're doing, that's doing great. Just watching the anime, you know what strikes me about One Piece? Right off the jump, the anime immediately... I think these... Yeah, so the swords, of course, the standard, where they pop out of the hilt, But the anime very quickly, like, immediately establishes a lot of the basic stuff in the world. Like you learn right away, the government, the Navy is corrupt as hell, right? Because with like Helmeppo's dad and everything. But then you also learn, they're not all bad. as the Navy acknowledges that Luffy and Zoro did them a solid, and so you understand like right away like the weird complexity of the world, you know, which I think is One Piece I think is just a very masterful show in what Oda is really cooking here, right? And so let's do. I want to trying to do the pose where it's like. Boom! That's a fucking cool pose, you know, and not necessarily like hitting it right, but it's like they're crossing over it. This is like when he saves, uh, freaking Luffy from what is Helmeppo's dad's name? I just watched the episode like right fucking now, but I can't remember. But yeah, this figure is freaking dope, y'all. It's kind of crazy. Here's the thing with SH Figuarts. It's not like these figures are like the super most complex things. Like yeah, like in One Piece, Zoro, he's doing some like crazy freaking moves all the time, right? Especially with like the three sword style. But the articulation you need for them is like super basic. So you're just like looking for them like not to like super fuck it up. And so when they don't fuck it up, we're all thrilled. We're like, wow, that's incredible. That's amazing. But it's like all you needed to do was not make it so he pops right the fuck apart immediately, you know? But the Zoro is goddamn fantastic. Hopefully they do a best selection version of this one. We've seen apparently a best selection version of Nami going around, and I'm brain broken. I want to get it. But would I get a cheapy Romance Dawn Zoro? You're goddamn right I would, because you want to build you put together the crew. You put together that OG crew. Yeah, Luffy, you're thrilled too. Dun 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 dun. One Piece too. Like it's just look how sick that is. All of them together. I'm thrilled. I hope SH Figuarts, can we finish a freaking crew? Can we? I know you like to dip back and forth, but how about we just get all like? I mean, obviously you're doing Sanji, you're doing Usopp, but can we make sure we get a Chopper, Frankie? Come on, and obviously like the Romance Dawn era can't include everybody, but fill out the whole do a whole arc crew at least. Every person in the crew for that arc. Let's go through, which I guess with Sanji and Usopp we're covered, but give us a goddamn Chopper next, right? Anyways, thanks for joining me as always. I'm thrilled this Zoro is good. So, a win is a win. Almost, I would say, is he as good as Ace in terms of mechanics? I'm going to say yes, because he does everything Zoro needs to do. In terms of accessories, obviously Ace is way cooler, but in terms of what we want and what we can realistically expect for a Romance Dawn Zoro, they fucking nailed it. So, hell yeah. Time for Zoro to go get lost somewhere, and you too. But if you are lost, consider subscribing and watching more videos, because if you like this kind of shit, there's more of it. So yeah. I think this is one of my favorite looks for Zoro. It captures kind of like the crazy wildness of the anime. I could see this being some kind of crazy attack that Zoro does. He's like corkscrewing around.